We're live. Hey guys, hope you're doing good. I'm going to share a screen. We'll get it ready to share. And we're going to talk about pTGC and UFO. And I got to remember that I'm recording myself. Because this is supposed to be an educational stream. And I learned something yesterday, guys. Check this out. I'm going to get comfortable. If I just rest on one leg, it helps so much. Listen, this thing says, StreamYard says there are 3 eyeballs in here. And I have not told the founder yet. I have not told him that. I need to. Maybe you're in here. I am on the hunt for, actually, I had been on the hunt for a reason. I think I figured it out. Why? I always see the eyeballs are always ticking up. Hey, Danny Ortiz, I'm just chatting about how come I always have like lots of eyeballs in here, which is cool. It's flattering. But just a second, I'm pulling up my YouTube because I think YouTube tells the truth. I'm looking at StreamYard right here, right below my camera. My webcam is my StreamYard, so I can see myself. And it says there are 9 people in here. Well, let's go to my YouTube. I'm going to go to my YouTube and see how many are there, because I think like yesterday when we were on Spaces, there were 200. And then I went to my YouTube and it says there were 40. So something's wrong. Something's different. Big difference. I see 3 people watching right now. I'm good with that. I just want the real number. You know what I mean? God, good to have you in here. Lakoto. Hey, how's it going, man? 3 guys in here, 6 now, according to YouTube. 13 StreamYard. See, and now when I hear people streaming, I'm like, they say 2,000 people in watching. I'm like, really? Is that YouTube or StreamYard? Crypto Dave, pTGC and UFO are my best performing assets. AOC, good to see you again. I had something for you, AOC, and I cannot remember what it was. Don't remember. Yeah, they are my best performing assets too. We have already made many millionaires in this ecosystem. 100%. I know that. I know at least, well, probably know several, but one that was really excited. And then it's going to be another one that's going to be really excited. And he's going to buy LinkedIn too. Pulse chain assets are the best. Yeah. All right, guys. What do you now? Pop your questions in the chat. And we're just going to go through. We're going to go through pTGC and UFO. We had a StreamYard counts total viewers from X. Oh, is that it? Thank you, Gugat, my friend. Yes, I love that. Thank you. That is, see, that counts. That counts. We had a great Spaces yesterday, guys. If you haven't listened to it, I know it's in 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. I got some timestamps. If you want to just go listen to some timestamps, I have a notebook. Let me give you. I mean, if you just go to this space, it's on my YouTube channel, and there were some good clips at 52 minutes, and where you just listen for a couple minutes, right? 52 minutes, and then about an hour and 20 minutes. Listen to those. Those are, if you can't listen to the whole thing. Shill Gates jumped on at about hour 2, maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes. He dropped his video interview on Twitter yesterday morning, and then he jumped into our Spaces. Like, yeah, man, thanks for posting the video, and everybody wanted to meet him and talk. He was, we were all talking to him for like an hour yesterday, and I haven't listened to one of those Spaces in. I'm there, but I'm still, so just like half of my attention is on the space. So but I haven't listened to one of those in probably 2 months. I'm listening to this one because I wanna hear Shill's background and hear the guys talk. It was a really good space. Just makes me more excited and bullish about PTDC and UFO. There are some developments, some discoveries we're making about volume that are very exciting, and we talk about it in spaces. So one of those timestamps is, yeah, I think one of the two that I gave you, we talked about volume, I believe. So yeah, give it a listen, guys. We're gonna get into some moon math on this stream. Again, this is for man, that's so cool, dude, to know that that includes that's like highly advanced, man. StreamYard's awesome. So what I was getting at is that Shill Gates brought over his whole tribe, right? Well, he brought the initial people over, but they're still coming. And green candles, yeah, man, we were celebrating with green candles yesterday. With I need to give some people a wrench. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna add Goo. You're now a moderator. Who are some other people? Danny, I want to make you a moderator. You guys could just thump on the bad guys, okay? And yeah, thanks, Lemonade. Appreciate that. Appreciate yeah. It was a good stream. I love getting jumping on. I think we have a good dynamic between myself, Zen, and Mando. I think we have got a good thing going on. And then we got the great tool, which we didn't even get to, looking at ptdc.com. And I moved my spreadsheet. I told you guys yesterday over to looking at ptdc.com. And you guys know I've been promoting it. Now that it's my spreadsheet's on there and being monetized, I'm going to continue to promote it. And I'm a capitalist, and I'm not making much off the thing anyhow. To be quite honest, I'm a little excited. I'm like, wow, man, some of my work is now on community website. I feel like I moved up in the world. That's hard work pays off. I update that stinking sheet every single day. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about besides what I want to talk about? It's like when I'm around my wife, what do I talk about? Myself. Good afternoon, Philip. Gray tattoos, Gray's tattoos. Anyone? Yeah, not me. I don't like I said, I don't put bumper stickers on my Lamborghini. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're all caught up on the chat. Let's go over. I mean, if you got questions, pop them in. I'm going to review the website, guys. And I'm going to talk to this bunch of everybody in here who's been here before. People need to be worked hard on it and endless hours. Well, thank you. There's still work to be done on it. Let's go over the website. Let's go look at the chart first. I mean, let's start there because I'm excited. We went 8-1 with Pulse yesterday. I think it was last night or this morning on pTGC. Look at this, guys. It was 8.4 not long ago. Earlier today, it was like just 15 minutes ago. It was 8.4 Pulse for pTGC, and that's the first ever. That's the high. That's the record. So let's look at it. What you do is you click on WPLS. Somebody sold a big bag. They sold 20 million pTGC just 40 minutes ago. So big red candle. Am I bearish? Am I disappointed? Well, I'm a capitalist, so I'm going to support that guy taking profit, right? But here's what excites me. When I zoom out, let me get on the daily. Oh, well, there wasn't a big red candle. Yeah, somebody sold 8,000, but $8,000 worth, but whatever. Zoom out. When in doubt, in crypto, just zoom out on the chart, and you'll be encouraged. I mean, look at this, guys. That is a even if you go to USD, look at the chart in USD. Oh, man, thank you, Shill. Well, thank you everybody that has known Shill and followed him and is coming over. And congratulations to everybody that's getting in, honestly. I mean, everything I've heard about this project has me so excited. I can't tell you everything I've heard because it kinda goes in here in one sometimes. But I'm gonna tell you, and it's fun. And sort of a meme token. It's memeable, it's meme-like characteristics, but the mechanics are how man, it just from that deep liquidity pools to the DAO being able to steer, through changing market conditions. I mean, all of it. How about the community? We got a great community, guys. So you just got in, you got your bag. Welcome and congratulations. We're so glad you're here, and we are we're just glad you're here. Let me see. I'm gonna try to. It's tough when you're doing this by yourself. Talk about Panama conference lemonade. Oh, I just got the what do you call it? The agenda today from Randy's wife, and the conference. I will talk about it after, but there's really not much to talk about beforehand, except it's on the 29th and 30th. It'll be on Wednesday, Thursday, and I am intending to upload to my YouTube my presentation that I'm going to do down there. You better believe I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm not wasting that thing. I'm working hard on it. Um, is nervous as a cat, man. Crypto Dave, what will happen to pTGC and UFO when Pulse actually starts pumping way past? You said way past sack price, bro. You gotta look at this. Okay, I was actually inclined to go to the moon math calculator just minutes ago, and so you're pushing me over the edge. We're gonna go there right now. What will happen to pTGC and UFO when Pulse actually starts pumping way past sack price? Let's go to moon math, pTGC, Pulse. Let's look at, well, UFO is going to be the same thing in X's, but the price is going to be different because they are both at different prices. So let's say if pTGC does a 500X, UFO is going to do 500X. So we're just going to do pTGC right now. I want to do an X factor of 5. And what that means is pTGC is going to move up against Pulse of 5X. You guys follow that? And we're going to do a Pulse target price of 100X. Wherever it is now, 100X from now is wherever it's going to be. And then we'll see that here in a second. And an X factor of 5 puts pTGC at 20 cents. So if price ratio right now, that increased. That has increased since the ratio went up. The ratio is 8.27 now. I speculated on the space yesterday that if we continue moving up at this rate, right now we're at 8.27, we'll be at 10 to 1 by April. I think I think we're going to do that well ahead of April if we keep going at this rate. So anyhow, a 5X X factor, meaning pTGC continues to move up against Pulse at 5X, 100X increase in Pulse price, which puts Pulse at 0.04. That would set pTGC at 20 cents, which is a 500X from right now. And UFO would be the same thing. That sounds a lot better. What did you do? What do you mean? What do you mean, Danny? Bring Hilarski next week to talk to us. Oh, you mean up on the spaces? Sorry, you can't go to Panama for the NOPE conference. Sorry, Dave. Yeah. Not everybody can go. I'm going because I was invited. Invited to go, believe it or not. All right, guys. There are new people in here, and so I got to keep it focused on new people. pTGC. I used to read the white paper. I just don't do that anymore. I basically just go straight to the DApp. And I really should probably talk about how to get over to the network. If you want to find out some of these other details, go into the Telegram. The link to the Telegram is in the video description. Just go to the Telegram, ask the guys, they'll walk you right through anything you need. Halarski on Spaces. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Couldn't hear you couldn't, hear you clearly couldn't. Sounds like what? It sounds a lot better. Can you guys hear me clearly? That's funny, dude. Are you being funny? All right. Once you have bridged over and you're on the Pulse network and you've got pTGC in your wallet, if you bridge over, just use Pulse X to get into pTGC. Be mindful that Charlie got it out of the clear. Be mindful that you're going to pay a 5% tax every time you transact with pTGC. Not when you transact. I need to take that back. When you send it to a different wallet, you're going to pay a 5%. So buy it from the wallet you want to keep it on. Some people do crypto very, very securely, and I agree with that. Just know you're going to nuke 5%. If you're willing to do that, go for it. And many of us have done it by accident, not realizing that, you're gonna nuke 5%. So just be aware. So you've got your pTGC on your wallet. Now you want to go do something with it, right? And you don't need to do anything with it. You will earn reflections just for holding it. But let's say you wanted to go stake some. Well, you would come to the pulsetgc.com, click on staking, and let me get the correct wallet here. To get the wallet that I use for this AMA. I want to get it on here. Panama is very hot and muggy. Big modern city. Been there a few times. Yeah. Dang. That's what you get for talking on your phone. You typed it too many times. I'd say it did. Well, those were the laugh. Okay. So you've got pTGC in your wallet, and you're like, man, I learned about this stake. I want to get in on it. You know what? We should back up. Let's back up and go to the home. I think I'm having too much fun. I think Barry Banana needs to calm down. K for can spaces is enthusiasm. I have talked to him about an interview, but I think he likes to be quiet. And I don't know that having these guys on the spaces, because everybody in spaces is already in the space. You know what I'm saying? What we want to do is spend our time reaching out to new people. Like, imagine an interview with Wendy O. Oh yeah, man. She's got like 250,000 subs on YouTube and 500,000 followers on Twitter, something like that. We get an interview with her, and I'm going to try to work on one. I just added her to my hit list today. We get an interview with her, and that will make an impact, like Shill Gates times 10, probably, especially if she gets a boy. Woo! That'd be awesome. I mean, I'd rather spend my time on a Wendy O, or who's that other guy? I'm going to try to find him. There are some other key players that have a following that we should target versus, Cake for K is already in. And I don't mean to, I didn't mean to belittle your question. I think your intent is correct, but I don't think that there's as much value in getting K for K on a space, or even why do I think Randy would be so much better? Because Randy he's more social, and he'll come out and he'll just chat. But there'd have to be some reason for him to come on space. Okay, so you guys need to know where the fees are going. So when you buy pTGC, you're going to pay a 5% fee. We don't like to call it a tax. It's a fee. And it goes to the system. Like when you buy pTGC and when you transfer it, you are actually pumping your own bags. Like, sure, you're taking home 95%. It is 95% when you buy it, but you're immediately you're rewarding all the holders. You're rewarding yourself. You're adding LP. You are sending 2% to the Dow, and you're actually injecting into the system that you just bought into. I mean, you become an investor as soon as you hold PTDC. How about that? That's cool. I mean, you're more than just holding the token, you're invested in the system as soon as you hold the tokens. So here's an explainer video done by X Explained. He does a great job. It's like 6 or 7 minutes. Watch this if you're new. Make sure you follow me on X at Prairie Banana. Follow, what is it? The Great Three. Give me a second, guys. Follow, I need to commit this to memory. Follow Pulse TGC at Pulse TGC. That's the Gray's account. And if you follow him, he will follow you. That's kind of how we're doing it. But if you happen to slip through the cracks, reach out and we'll get a follow. How's that? We'd like to follow our peeps. Where is my? There we go. You see my point? Yeah. Thanks, Lemonade. Also, please communicate. Yeah. I like K4K. He and I are friends. Right, staking. So what you do is you would connect your wallet to this dApp, and I've got a wallet connected. Now these boxes, let me explain these boxes up here. This is the total staked in the whole system. This is the total locked in the whole system. We're going to talk about staking and locking. This is the total TVC earned for this wallet. So if you continue to add to your wallet, like you wanted to know how much you're earning for a million PTDC. Well, as soon as you add to your million, you buy 500,000 or whatever, then it's kind of mess up your numbers if you kind of follow me. But so this is the total amount earned in the wallet. Earned from holding, those are reflections. Earned from staking, obviously those are staking rewards, and earned from locking. We're going to talk about these. So, and you can see some of that again down here. The total held. So that would be your principal and your reflections, staking rewards, and locking rewards. That's total held. Total staked. Notice how total held is more than total staked. That's because there is claimable down here that is not staked yet. Here's your total locked. So this gentleman has earned, since he locked, if he locked everything, he has since staked some. You guys see that? So the last time he staked was January 5th, like last week. Okay. You see how much he earned from staking right here. That's plain as day. But you might be wondering, where do I see my reflections? Well, that will be here. Click on this. Give me a second. It'll show you how much has been earned in reflections. 4,000. See that? And now, I'm going to show you what you guys can do with all of this in just a minute. But I want to go over the locking section first. Wow, this guy has a locking ladder. Total locked. See, locked. Okay, back up. In order to lock, you need to stake. Locked tokens earn staking rewards and reflections. And when your lock matures, you can keep your lock in place and you'll continue to earn locking rewards, staking rewards, and reflections. It's a pretty cool system. I mean, honestly, the minimum amount of days is 90 days. If you lock for 90 days, you're going to earn 55% of all the lock rewards based on your position of all the other lockers. So you're going to earn 55%, the other 45% when you unlock. When you unlock is when you get your 55%, and 45% is sent to burn address. So a minimum locking amount of days is 90 days. I love the 90-day locks. I did a bunch of them last summer, and I just let them sit because I was busy and I did not know exactly what I was going to do with locking. I didn't know how I was going to set up my locking, and I wanted to make sure because we're talking about years, and I went and I have locked X, and I wanted to make sure that it was very deliberate, understood the system, and understood how my life could perhaps play out before I go and pull the trigger on long-term locks. So I took, you know, 6, 8, 10 months to figure it out. I'm very happy. It was a benevolent act. I did 90-day locks. So when I ended those locks at the end of 2024, I burned a bunch of pTGC. Then I built a locking ladder. And by that time, I had figured it out what I wanted to do. So 90-day locks to me are like pretty much a no-brainer. As long as you're planning to be in the system, being in the system 90 days or more. So 90 days or more. And then if you want to lock for a year, you're going to earn 60%. 60%. 90-day locks are 55%. 1-year locks, 60%. 2-year locks, 65%, so on. Where a 10-year lock is going to earn 100%. So that's like the best, but you are locking up your pTGC for 10 years. Oh, man, I want to show you guys something. I really need to spend more time getting organized before these things, before I just go live. Give me a second. I want to show you something that I found very insightful. There it is. When I was making my locking ladder not long ago, I was like, how much, okay, if I don't lock, how much am I forfeiting? If I build a ladder, how much am I gaining? Well, look, guys, obviously, okay, this column here is the 10-year lock pTGC allocation. So this would be locking up 100%, locking up 10%. Let me do it over here. Wrong screen. This is locking up 100%, locking up 10%. This is the ladder. So you can build a ladder. This is, laddering nothing because you're locking it all up. We're laddering 10%. See, this is 70-30, right? This would be 50-50 on down to where you're laddering 100%. Ladder would be, 1 year to 10 years. Pro tip, if you lock 1 year into the next locking tier, you earn from that next locking tier. So we got this? Thanks, Chaka. So what I got from this experiment when I built this spreadsheet is that, look at this. If you did a 50-50, in other words, you locked 50% of your pTGC for 10 years and 50% in an annual ladder from I do 90 days out to 1 year and then out to 10 years, you would take you would earn 88.75% of the locking rewards. That's pretty juicy. I mean, I was impressed with that. That would make me happy. I mean, I said this before in the class, I was a classic C student. I mean, that's almost an A. So locking 50% for 10 years and 50% in a 9-year ladder, 10-year ladder, whatever. That you earn an A for doing that. I'll tell you what I did, guys. I have mine in I call it 3 different pots. 80, and then the numbers, the percentages that I don't listen to the percentages so much because I was going by quantity of pTGC. So 88% of my pTGC is in 10-year locks. I wouldn't have any of those. And I'll tell you guys why. Make sure I don't forget. I'm going to hold this to remind me. 88% in 10-year locks, 8% in a locking ladder, and then 4% is in a 90-day lock to maturity. And my 90-day lock, I know that I've earned all of that in reflections and staking and locking rewards. So, you know, if we're at penny or whatever price it is at that time, or whatever, I can do whatever I want with that. That's my yield. That's fair game. I can take it to the bank if I want to, or I can just leave it in the lock, whatever I want. Um, the reason, so I, there goes, so my locking system is basically set up in three different pots: 10-year locking ladder. How I did it. I have some other 10-year locks that I had locked in for 9,000 or 30,650 days. I didn't do that again. I locked them one day into the next year. I mean, a year is a long time. 364. Only got to wait. It's an additional 364 days, but it's it's a year. So I went heavy on the 10-year lock. Why? We speculate that people are going to be unlocked when the price goes up. We've seen it in the past. I think we have reason to believe that people are going to unlock. We saw a pretty good unlock today or yesterday, whenever it happened. Okay, so here's something you need to know about locking rewards versus reflections and staking rewards. Phew, I wish I had the language for it. I need to get it on a yellow sticky note so I can tell you guys exactly. Just the way I have it worded for my presentation is so much better than how I'm going to tell you. Reflections and staking rewards are based upon the price of pTGC today. So when those reflections come into your wallet, minute after minute, hour after hour, that is because the contract is buying pTGC at the price that pTGC is today. Locking rewards, however, are not based on the price of pTGC today. They are based on token quantity. So your locks will earn a certain quantity of tokens, not value of tokens. And we speculate that the value of the tokens that we are going to be earning for locking for 10 years could be significant. And I took a bet on that and locked a bunch up for 10 years. But besides that, this is something you guys need to know. I love the locking mechanism. If you can't tell, I really like it. But there are some things you need to know about it, and if you got to come back to this AMA more than once, do it. It might be worth it to you. pTGC could be worth your profit from pTGC could be worth so much that paying the 30% penalty to end lock, early end lock and lock could be worth it. Like, let's say you put $1,000 into pTGC and it runs up, and now suddenly it's in a 10-year lock. You put $1,000 in pTGC in a 10-year lock, and in 6 months it's worth $100,000. Like, wow, man, early end lock, I take home 70. I'm $69,000 in profit. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. You're going to nuke $30,000, but you're still $69,000 in profit. And when you do that, you're going to pay all the other lockers. So then we speculate that's probably going to happen. So I recommend sleeping on it for a few nights, penciling out yourself a plan, and proceed very deliberately before you just go and lock up a bunch for 10 years. Okay? And here's Prairie Banana and telling you to be careful. I want everybody to lock because I know human behavior. I know people are going to unlock. I might unlock. I might early unlock. Let me show you guys. Right. Look what this guy did. I'll explain why he did it. Probably. I probably know why. He's got Annual, yeah, he's got a locking ladder, okay, from 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So he's got this locking ladder out to actually 33. Let me have a look at this. And then he has six, no, he has five 10-year locks. Why did he do 10? Why did he do 10-year locks? Why did he do five 10-year locks? Because he's thinking, you know what? If I lock up my whole bag for 10 years and then, a year from now or whatever, pTGC is worth a buck, or 5 years from now, it's worth a buck. And I want to unlock it. I unlock the whole bag. So why don't I split it up into five smaller bags? And then if I unlock one, it's a lot less than 30%. It's what it would be, like 6%. So we'd be nuking 6% of the bag versus 30%. That's a lot more palatable. So sure, that's why he did that locking ladder like that. Those 10-year locks like that. Does it make sense? You eliminate. What percent do I get for 91 days? Is it like 9 years and one day gets same as 10 years? Let me think about this. 91 days wouldn't be a 1 year. And 91 days, it would be a 90-day lock. So like 9 years and one day gets, yes, 9 years and one day gets the same as 10 years. Pretty cool. That's why you show up for AMA. I mean, I was in the system. It was long after I had already made my 10-year lock that I heard that. Oh man, we're writing down. So here I am telling you guys, you lock you lock one day into the next tier, and there, by the way, there's no leap years. No, leap years are not accounted for in that. It's just numbers, as far as I know. And I asked the founder. So, and I kind of hypothesized that's how it would be anyhow. Otherwise, you got to build in the contract, and that would be kind of extra work, goofy. I have a question. The X multiplier, does that apply from entry price? If ratio is 8-to-1 pulse, does a 10x multiplier apply at 18-to-1? Or does it apply from the ratio at entry? Daddy Hexler, that did not make sense to me. If ratio is 8, does the 10x multiplier apply at 18? I don't follow that. I am sorry. What you can do is ask that in the Telegram. If you want to reword it, give me another shot at it. I don't mind, but there are okay. Any questions about locking? Any questions? Did I miss anything? You guys that have been here before, did I miss anything about locking? We covered the penalty. Oh, here's one thing I want you guys to be aware of. When you are transacting, man, I recommend Rabby Wallet. Using it again today. I love that thing. I love it because I can preview my transactions, which I do. I've made a habit. So you need to do that because we don't know where we can guess where this token is going, and when it goes there, you're going to want to have good security hygiene and play habits, good transaction habits, so that you don't get wrecked. So get the Rabby wallet if you're not using it already. Many of you guys already are. Preview, and when you're transacting, look at the top of it, and you'll see, like when you claim, for example, you'll see how much pTGC is coming in your wallet. If you were expecting like $5 worth of yield, but it was your whole bag in there, you probably need to cancel the transaction because it sounds like you're maybe unlocking or withdrawing Okay, do you follow me on that? Be very careful when you're interacting with the contract because your your every action is permanent. So, I mean, these buttons are very close to each other, right? And I know I'm being over dramatic, but like the claim button and withdraw button, like what's the difference here? Well, you're going to claim your, or you're going to withdraw your stake. And he says right down here, it says stake withdrawal will result in 1% fee that goes back to all the stakers. So when you do stake, just know you're going to pay 1% to end your stake. But volume dependent and price dependent, you could ROI in a very short amount of time, a few weeks, couple months. So if you're a long-term thinking person, then, stake, and then you'll pay the 1% penalty a couple months down the road when you want to withdraw. But I don't plan on withdrawing any of my pTGC, except for maybe that 90-day in April. I mean, if I want to, but that's such a small amount. But whatever. The point of this is I want you guys to be careful about where you click, especially when you're down here in this area. And there might be other dApps come out, and you're going to need to be careful. So, like when you're claiming, make sure you claim, and I say it out loud. I go claim, claim, and then I click. I say it out loud, claim, claim. Because one time I clicked on this one, but there wasn't this fail safe in place. I literally I claimed my staking rewards, and it came straight down and unlocked and nuked 24 million BTC. It was very sad. Very sad. We had to buy it back. So be careful. What else? Seems like there was something else I wanted to cover with you guys. When providing, Lemonade asks, when providing LP for UFO PulseX, why does it pay in PLP? What is PLP? I thought they paid in PLS. Well, you are going to get PLP tokens because it's just like you're using PulseX, because the UFO is built right. This dApp is built right on top of the PulseX DEX, and so you're going to be earning PLP tokens. But for the UFO side of things, you are going to be earning Pulse, and we'll go over that when we get to Pulse. Right now, we're doing the pTGC. That one question. Okay, let me take a drink while I think about what I might not have covered that I need to. Okay, 3 things. Recycling your yield is like a wise thing to do. I think it was Einstein that said power of interest is like the world, something like that. So what I do is recycle once a week. I haven't been, but I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that. You can get lazy. You should see some of the huge wallets that have like hundreds of millions of pTGC sitting in their claimable, sitting there. Man, oh man, I would love to put that to work for me. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's a way we can get there, and it's by recycling your own. So recycle your pTGC. Just claim it from your locks, claim it from your stakes, and then I'll show you recycle. There's a certain order that you should do it in to make it efficient. It's kind of a bottom up. Let me share my screen. So this is how I do it. Because if you went and staked, like if I click on the stake button right now, I'm going to stake my reflections. And then I'd have to, once I claim this and this, I have to stake again. So I start down here and I claim my reflections. Now there's only 219. So if I were this guy, I would not be claiming that because it's not very, I might actually not pay more in gas to claim that, but I might. I would have to just do the math, use your deck screener and figure out what it's going to cost you. So I claim my locking rewards first, then I claim my staking rewards. Okay. Then I stake because when you claim your locking rewards and your staking rewards are going to go to your wallet where your reflections already are. Reflections- Yeah, your reflections are in your wallet. Your staking rewards are held by the contract, and locking rewards are probably held by the contract too. So when you claim your locking rewards, bam, they go to your wallet. Claim your staking rewards, go straight to your wallet. They have all your pTGC that's liquid in your wallet, and you click on stake pTGC, however much you want. I always do 100%. Why not? I'm going to put that pTGC to work for me, now earning even more pTGC. That's the beauty. So this is a deflationary token. There will never be any more of this token, and it is always decreasing in supply. Every single transaction earns pTGC. Every single one. Even the bots, 24/7, 365, as they're balancing out the liquidity pools, they are nuking pTGC. So what's that do for you? Well, it pays you, and then you, like I showed you, you can recycle into your principal. So your principal is inflating inside this deflating pool of overall pTGC. So what's that mean? Well, you start off as a squid, and 6 months later, you're 1.5 squids. And then 6 months after that, you're 3 squids or whatever. As long as you hold your principal, you will always be growing in size relative to the rest of the pTGC, the total supply, the circulating supply, whatever that is. Okay. You guys follow that? And if you recycle, you just make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Rather beautiful. You guys have any questions about staking, locking, reflections? What else do I need to cover here? Let me share my screen. You guys can hold me accountable. How's that? 111 people in here. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. I'm curious to see how many subscribers I got. I'm going to take a look. Have a look. Almost 1.2 thousand. That's cool. 17 people watching on YouTube. That means, wow, that means there are 100 people watching on Twitter. Oh, that's cool. Really? No wonder there's not much. No wonder there's not much activity in the chat on YouTube because everybody's over on Twitter, I guess. Cool. See, learned something new every day. Okay, let's go to the Dow quick. And okay, you guys, if you stake, you can vote on Dow proposals. I love the Dow. I've come to really love the Dow. I mean, I know that DAOs might have a bad rap. Tax tokens might have a bad rap, but this is a tax token with DAO, and everything is up to and touching. Everything that comes into the DAO is used for benevolent purposes to support the system, and it's locked down tight. I'm going to tell you what the DAO does for pTGC is picture this. You've got the pTGC, the pTGC DAO allows pTGC to be like a boat on a lake. Have you ever driven a boat on a lake or on the ocean? You can go anywhere you want. And, you really got to be careful. You got to be watchful when you're on a boat on a lake. I did that one time. We rented a boat with my kids. And there was a lake over in Idaho, and I was like, "Wow, man, you really got to be on the lookout because sure everybody else is looking out, but I don't want to depend on them." It's like, and everybody, there's no yellow line, there's no guardrail, nothing like that. You got to pay attention. Anyhow, pTGC is like a boat on a lake. You can go anywhere. You can steer a boat as opposed to a lot of other assets. But let's pick on Bitcoin. See my algorithm go up. See the number count go up. I say Bitcoin, BTC, getting around, but I hear the numbers go up. Mention that. Bitcoin, it goes up and it goes down. That's it. You cannot direct Bitcoin. I suppose there are ways to do it, but it doesn't have a DAO. pTGC does. We can add, we can create new pairs with new assets, right? Let's say a new meme coin comes out. I'm not saying we're going to do it. New meme coin comes out. The DAO says, "Oh yeah, man, this is a humdinger. We're pairing with it." Bam, meme coin. Well, we just directed the direction of pTGC. We affected the direction of pTGC with the DAO, or we can decide to buy pTGC tokens and burn them strategically, or we can buy stable coins and soften the downtrend going into the next bear market. There's a number of things that a DAO can do for an asset that a standard asset that doesn't have a DAO can't do. It would depend on other users to, but we also have DAO. We have DAO funds. We have funds coming into the DAO every single minute of every day. 2% of all the fees go to the DAO treasury in the form of Pulse. And right here is where you can see what the DAO is going to do. Well, it's got, right now it has 13 million Pulse available. If you're a top 100 staker, you can make a proposal. If you are a staker, you can vote on proposals. Here are the active proposals. Buy an LP add with RH token or buy and burn at strategic time. Yeah, there we go. And you can see all the old, I think you can see all the proposals. You got to be a top 100 staker to make a proposal. So that's that. There is a game. What's going on here? Not much. I think we should have thought this through a little more. I'm not saying if I had been there deciding it, it would have been any better. There's a game. Somebody's got, dude, guys, you can't tell me stuff ain't going to be built on this asset. It is getting so many eyeballs. We got people coming in. We've had people coming in. People are coming in, and there are going to be people coming in. I've heard this, like names and bags are coming. And builders like to build. And people are going to be building on this thing. Who knows what maybe. I heard an idea last week. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Well, we already built a game on it. It comes with a game. And there have been other tokens building on it. So there'll be stuff. There will be stuff. I think that's not a question. That's the question. When our time locks are due and we unlock the stake, does our rewards auto claim to our wallet? Go to your wallet. We'll go to your wallet. And let me back up. You can leave your locks. I think that maybe I said that. You can leave your locks going as long as you want. When our time locks are due and we unlock the stake, first you're going to unlock, and then you're going to withdraw the stake. That's what you want to do. Unlock the stake. Does our rewards auto claim? Oh, yeah. You better claim your rewards before you unlock. I'm sure it needs. Or do we need to claim? Yeah. Make sure you claim. I would do it. I'm 95% certain you need to claim, otherwise you nuke them. I haven't tested it. Okay, that's today's game. Is your only question? Okay. Yeah, you've been around a long time. Yeah, that is a nitty-gritty kind of question. That's a question I was asking like just a couple weeks ago. right, guys. Stats. Yeah, here. Yeah, kind of. It's been an hour. Here's the stats page. You can see all this stuff. I'm gonna keep this real brief. We'll burn 16% more in the next 6 months if we continue burning at this rate. This is how much we burned till now, 11.7%. This is the total pTGC that this wallet has earned, $154. Okay. Look at this supply. Where was it? 60. I think that's 63 billion. Man, I wish they could put commas in there or something. All right. Let's do the stats. Let's go to UFO and we'll do some moon math. Okay. All right. There's a common misunderstanding about UFO. Prairie Banana is not going to try to explain why you shouldn't think of UFO as just an LP token. The Pulse pTGC account yesterday just made a post about that. And I can't even put it in the chat because it's not going to. I mean, I can paste it there, but then you guys you can't copy out of the chat. If I got my story straight. But UFO is more than an LP token. It is an amplifier for pTGC, and it sometimes gets a little misunderstood. It came out about 6 months after 7 months after pTGC came out in 2024. And Prairie Banana is very excited about UFO. I like to see people get a position on both of these things. Like if a guy had $1,000 and he was like, I need some exposure to this ecosystem. Well, okay, if it was me, $1,000, like right now. I think I said this last time on stream last time that it would be like 70-30, something like that. I would do like a 70-30, 70 into in a percent, 70 into UFO, 30% pTGC. Because you can get a bigger piece of the pie with UFO versus pTGC. But I love my pTGC. It's a banger. Okay, so you got your UFO in your wallet. Like, what can I do with this thing? You can just hold it. And by the way, or you can LP it. But the LP people are paying the holders because they're the ones that are creating the liquidity pools. And they are not reflections. All the people that are holding them are earning the reflections. So reflections, 1% that goes to reflections for UFO is greater than the 1% reflection reward for pTGC. That makes sense. By the way, I forgot. When you stake pTGC, staked pTGC earns about 130% more than just holding pTGC. So, like, if you earn 1 pTGC for holding, okay, or whatever time frame, if you earn 1 pTGC for holding, you'll earn 1.3 for staking. So 2.3 together. UFO, you can hold it or you can LP it. And if you got RH tickers sitting in your wallet that are just sitting there earning you nothing, you might want to take a portion of your UFO and LP it with some RH tickers. That way you have another stream of income. Because in UFO, 1% goes to holders, 3% goes to LP providers, and then 1%, so that's 4, and then 1% goes 4. 1% goes burning pTGC, 1% goes to burning UFO. Okay, it's a 6% fee for UFO, and that's how it's broken up. But 3% goes to LP providers, and I am one. There's people where you will probably, because UFO trends against the pulse, the L1 has, just be aware you are going to incur impermanent loss. Just bet on it. I have. So what does that mean? I lost a lot of UFO. That's what that means. Am I sad about it? Yeah, but my positions are secured with my UFO share rates. And so I will just never undo those pairings. And if I could undo a part of it too, which is pretty cool. Do just a little, as much as I want. It's pretty neat. Audio is bad? Are you serious? Who else? Who can vouch for God's gift and tell me that the audio is bad? I'm suspicious. Okay, so let me show my screen. So you've got UFO in your wallet, and you've got some, let's say it's a bit low, and then you've got some hacks. Been sitting there, you're holding it liquid for 4 years. Like, man, I'll put it to work. Got this UFO thing now. Like, yeah, cool. Well, you connect your wallet to the DApp, pTGC.com, and you go to liquidity pools. Now, pay attention, guys, because is it distorted? All right, guys, watch this. I'm so sorry that this is. I think it's because I have too many tabs open. I bet it improves now. Let me know. That's good in California. Oh, dude, you made me laugh earlier. You're a comic, man. You need to come to this AMA every time. Make me laugh. Well, if I close a whole browser thing, it can help. No distortion, Alabama. um, it clears things up. So now, when I first got into UFO, which is like the first day, I was nervous and I didn't know how to LP, but it's so simple. I'm going to show you guys. Watch. You go to, of course, you go to UFO token and then click on UFO liquidity pools. And then you come down here, like I said, you've got your hex, you've got your UFO, and you're going to click on manage pool, add liquidity. Okay, click on add liquidity, and then however much UFO you want to LP, put that in there, and you're going to have it have an equal dollar amount of hex. Click on add new liquidity, and you're done. You will immediately begin earning rewards in the form of pulse. Okay, so you added LP. Now you want to see your rewards. Well, you go back to UFO token, click on this button now, UFO PLP rewards. And let's see. I need to, yeah. Give me a second, guys. Just thinking through this. There aren't any rewards in this one right now. He must have recently cleared out his rewards. By the way, you know how reflections come in for pTGC? Like, same for UFO, the reflections. I think for UFO, it's the same. They come in just like immediately. Well, the pulse token, the LP reward for UFO don't come in immediately. They're very sporadic. It depends on how much is built up in the contract. Contrast depends on gas, right? So it's a bunch of transactions, gas is low, clears them all, and then everybody gets the rewards. So that's why I'm not seeing any rewards in this wallet because this guy just claimed all of his rewards. And by the way, when you have rewards, you can click on the button here, or you can claim all of them if you have multiple LPs by clicking this button here. Now, I mentioned a minute ago the UFO shares. So you see this right here. So this guy has a UFO PLS pair, and he has 9 million shares. And what that means is, let me see if I can explain this. He LP'd 9 million UFO with an equal a dollar amount of PLS, and that is his shares. 8.898 million UFO is 8.898 shares. Shares. Okay. And he has incurred impermanent loss for that pairing because UFO has gone up against Pulse. So he's lost UFO, but his UFO shares are fixed. They're not going to move. They're not going to decrease or increase. So that is the beauty of the LP system is for us that are getting it early, which is everybody here, because Pulse is still below stack rate. Okay. If you do an LP, you are getting a rate now with cheap UFO and cheap RH tickers, inexpensive is a kinder word, inexpensive RH tickers that when they do a 10x, it's going to cost people 10x more to make those LPs. All that. So there's an incentive to LP now, and you earn Pulse. In Pulse X, if you LP, you make ink. Yes. But that's a key thing here, Goldie, that when you LP, if you're going to do this, let me show you guys, make sure you know. If you're going to do this, LP or UFO with these stickers, do it from the DAP. Do not do it from Pulse X. Otherwise, you will forfeit rewards. And don't you want rewards? I mean, if you're going to, don't you want Pulse? You know, if you're going to pair it, you may as well do it on this app. That's what I did. Absolutely. All right. You got any questions? We're going to move on to what else is in here, and then we'll do some get off the computer. Okay, there is some Grays gear. You're a good sport, Goldie. Grays. Who else wants to get me some stickers, guys? Oh, I forgot to tell you. So one of my buddies sent me some money to get stickers. I honestly have not bought them yet. Like I have so much going on in my life. I need to like plan some of the simplest things out for next week. So, and next week's coming up like tomorrow. So it's on my list. I'm right here. Buy stickers. It's on my planner. Dude, I am so excited to buy some. See these stickers? I want to go. Okay, put a one in the chat if you like the gold ones. Put a let's do this left to right. 1 for silver, 2 for gold, 3 for the white one. What kind of stickers do you guys like? Silver, gold, or white? 1 silver, 2 gold, 3 white. Put it in the chat. Let's go to the moon math. 1 silver, 2 gold, 3 white. Where am I? Ah, yes. You like the 1. That is the silver. Who else? Thank you for voting, Goldie. You get a sticker. I'm going to get you a. So Goldie voted. He gets a silver sticker. This is my sticker list. Somebody gave me some money to buy stickers. Danny. Oh, now everybody's voting. Yes, I like the gold ones too. All right. Keep them coming, guys. You guys like the gold ones? The gold one is our official logo. I'll write these down in a minute. Let's go do some moon math, shall we? Yes, we shall. We already did this one. So just as a refresher, guys, pTGC, PLS, if pTGC is 5x against the layer 1 pulse, and the layer 1 does a 100x, calculate. That means pTGC would do 500x, which is a 20-cent pTGC. 20-cent pTGC, which is 500x from here. Who would be disappointed about that? Guys, a 500x token. Can you imagine? I have never done a 500x. I think I've done a 30, maybe 50, but I think I've done a 30. Never done a 500. I think I'm going to. Excited. Clearly, right? Yeah, clearly. Any more votes? 1 for silver, 2 for gold, 3 for white. And UFO is going to be the same thing, guys. Yeah. X factor of 5. That's just my standard X factor. But we probably do more than that. We do. I need to talk to. Yeah, we got 2 for golds. I mean, 3 for golds. Oh, I need to share my screen, guys. I'm not even sharing my screen. Take this off. 144 people in here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, all that happy good stuff. Except you guys are on YouTube, on Twitter. Hey, make sure you're following me on Twitter. There's 15 on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I keep coming back to this. It's just because I'm so curious, so interested in how that all works. All right, let's do some reflections. I really like the reflections calculator. Really. Let's do pTGC. We're going into experiment mode. You guys can see this, okay? We're going to try the demo wallet. And we're going to calculate yields. And how we're going to do this, guys? We're going to run this up. This simulates volume. And by the way, let me regurgitate something for you guys that we discovered over the last, since August. Since August, Pulse has done a 6x in volume. pTGC has done a 10x in volume. And UFO has done a 16x in volume. It's going to be interesting to see what pTGC and UFO do when Pulse has another run up, another leg up. I'm really curious to see what pTGC and UFO do. Because if they continue that trend or exceed that trend, I really want to see them exceed that trend. Because you know what that would mean? That a lot of this calculator stuff has been under calculated. And I'd be really excited about that. Who wouldn't be? I mean, we've seen this ecosystem exceed our expectations in the last year. And some of the conversations that we've had on spaces and even privately in the chat and such, it's like, I just can't believe where I landed in this ecosystem. Not where I landed, but I'm just so thankful to be here. And I'm sure you guys are too. Let's set this to log in. If you guys want to move that for a second. If you guys want this site, it's $22 a month. If you're like a pTGC nerd like I am, it'll be worth it to you. Kong is always building on it. He will probably never stop building on this site. He is a mega nerd. You think I'm a nerd? He's a mega nerd. And $22 a month. It supports him. And I'm going to tell you what, I told him this morning, just this afternoon, that, we're trying to get the founder on more interviews. And one reason, well, A, we like to get him in front of people. But the other reason is we've got this tool. Look at ptgc.com. And no longer do we need to just say what we're talking about. Of course, you got to say what you're talking about. Conjecture or hypothesize or forecast, but now we can not prove it, but demonstrate it with look into ptgc.com, which is really cool. And the first time you see it, if you guys are new here, get ready. So we're going to select pTGC, experimental mode, demo wallet, calculate yields. We're going to run this up, and it's going to simulate $25 million volume per day on pTGC. This guy, I know it. I've seen this wallet a bunch of times. He's a shark. He holds $443,000 of pTGC. Congratulations, man. You crushed it. He's that shark. His yearly returns, can you guys see this? 121%. This is the reflections calculator. That's what he reflections. Remember I said that staking rewards are about 1.3x reflections. So he's probably earning 250, 260% annual return, which is 1.4 billion pTGC. What? Yeah. Well, that's 121% is just that's the reflections, and he would earn at $25 million in volume. He would earn 1.4 billion pTGC. He currently has 1.22 billion pTGC. Yeah, guys. I mean, every time I see this, it blows me away. All right, so let's bring that down to dollars. Yearly yield, $527,000, and that's reflections only at $25 million in volume. And just a few weeks ago, we had $1 million in volume. What do we got today? 221? Thought it went down. Secretobank.com, guys. Secretobank.com. I'm pretty sure it's in the description. You can see the volume and the liquidity. So, I mean, guys, Gwei is really low right now. The network's asleep. I just looked at pulse chain volume and Ethereum volume. Nothing's happening right now. We got $200,000 in volume. Do you think that $25 million in volume is a stretch? I don't. At $25 million in volume, this guy is going to earn, including staking rewards, over $1 million in pTGC every year. But he's got a big bag. So let's go look at some of the smaller ones, like where you guys are going to be and where I'm going to be. Dolphin bag, $11,000. So you plunk $11,000 down on a bag of pTGC right now and stake it. And if we do $25 million in volume, I'm going to show you where you're going to be. You ready? You ready? $13,000. Reflections only for an $11,000 bag at $25 million volume. We have to reach $25 million in volume for that. But that 29 million pTGC bag would be added at 35 million would be added to that bag. Reflections only. Double that plus if you staked it, and more if you locked it. Are you guys getting excited? I get excited talking about this, and I am talking excited because I am excited because I'm like really legitimately. Am I blushing? I'm not blushing. I don't think I'm blushing. I am really excited about this, and I think I'm coming across as genuine. This, guys, 25 million. I don't do this very often. I don't do it for you. Let's look at $50 million in volume. You know it's going to be. It's just going to double. It's just math. Let's go back to the shark. He's going to earn $1 million in reflections only heavy double for if you staked it. And then to the dolphin squid, your $11,000 bag at $50 million in volume. That's a really hot market. Or pTGC just hits it out of the park. $25,000 in yield reflection only. A heavy double. $50,000 for a $10,000 buy, and that's in yield. Oh, I need to show my screen. There you go. And in my opinion, like yield, I could take that home, man. You know what I mean? I'll give you guys a minute to look at that while I answer some questions. Yo, from San Antonio. Hey, Rolando. Good to see you, man. Romeo asks, $25 million in volume per day. Yes, per day. Make that clarification. And that's with pTGC. We're going to do UFO next. So this is the volume simulator. It's per day. And if we went to $50 million, it would be a 242% annual return. Reflections only. Let's do UFO, and then we'll boogie. I like to tone it down a little bit. So this dude is another shark. $46,000. See how I said that you can get a bit more for the supply UFO versus pTGC? It's like you can get 10, it's like about 10 times, almost 10 times more. Yeah, 10x of the supply. Fact check me, guys, if you're going off of that. I'm just saying. At $25 million in volume, his yearly return would be 300%. And this is reflections only. This is not counting LP rewards and all that. I want to show you guys something. Now let's go look at the dolphin squid where you guys, well, see, with UFO, you can get a shark position for $37,000. Or, I look at these positions as like multiples. Like, why get one dolphin position if you can get 5? Get half a shark. You know what I'm saying? I've got some positions like that. I'm happy with the dolphin, but if I can get more than one dolphin, why not? So this, let's go down to the dolphin. $4,000, just a single dolphin position would garner $11,000 a year in UFO reflections. So that's like a 3x at $25 million in volume. Okay, because we set that at 25 million. And I think that's, oh man, I hope that's conservative. UFO is the new hex. Goldie. I like that. I like your positivity. All right, I'm going to show you guys some APY. Give me a second and then we'll get off the phone. Oh. Teenage girl. Teenage boy on the phone all day. All right, I'm going to show you guys my estimator that I monetized. All right, I'm going to show you guys APY. I want to make it dizzy, and then we'll get off. Okay, this is my pTGC rewards estimator. Each row is a day, so the latest day is at the top, January 11th, yesterday. So this is basically yesterday's data, and this is based on a 1 million pTGC stake that I have that I reference all this with. So Y is yesterday was 5.19%. The day before is 5.7 for staking. And then it goes on. You can get an average, all that. So I know some of you guys are into this. The holding APY is going to be less. And that is that. So combined would be right here. You following me? That's for pTGC. Now let's go look at UFO. We're going to see a difference. I might need to do this every time I have an AMA. Let me scroll up here. This is for LP'ing. Here's the APY for LP'ing. And this sheet's built the same way as the pTGC sheet. 4.6% for LP'ing yesterday, and then we're in the twos. Okay. And, but the volume has been really low. And then reflections. You guys see the difference? Here's LP'ing. Here's reflections. Okay. Does it make sense? Sure it does. I hope it does. Is there any, do you guys have any other questions before we dismiss? Dismissal. And I gotta think, am I forgetting anything? Guys, if you guys are not using a hardware wallet, use a hardware wallet. I've heard there was a guy in another chat that got wrecked. There was somebody in our chat that got wrecked. People get wrecked left and right. They get their wallets drained. Get yourself, okay, there's a link to my Trezor referral in the description of this video. Go get you a Trezor. Don't buy it. Buy it off of Amazon. Buy it direct from the manufacturer. There's a link in the video description. Get yourself a hardware wallet. Don't ever digitize your seed phrase. Don't ever screenshot it. Don't say it out loud. Don't type it into a keyboard. Hold your crypto on a hardware wallet. Even if it means you got to transfer your pTGC and pay the 5%, I would not sleep well if I had pTGC on a soft wallet on my computer. Even if it's on a crypto-only laptop, it's not good enough. Not for me. I want it only 100% locked down, tight, safe. The only thing it is, validate your contract address, verify your contract address when you're transacting, and you should be golden. But this right here, this $65 device is saving a lot of people a lot of headache. A lot of people out there that wish they had done it. Rolando, what's better, staking or locking? And are you a math professor? I learned how to do spreadsheets. I was inspired by Crypto Sloth, whom you might know. And I get the formulas, a lot of them from ChatGPT. What's better, staking or locking? Well, you need to stake before you can lock. Your tokens need to be staked before you can lock them. Stake is a kind of a no-brainer. It's like so simple. And if you're going to be in the system for a while, I stake, but I also lock. All of my tokens are locked for different time periods and for different reasons. And jump into AMA next time. We'll have another one of these on Wednesday. We're going to have spaces tomorrow night at 8 C. We reference the Pacific time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific tomorrow evening. Spaces. Then the founder is going to have a voice chat 3 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll do another AMA 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Oh, I hope I had this time right. 9 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday. What's up, Grace? Rolanda, yeah, I'm doing both. Okay, not a bad idea. And then another voice chat, 8 a.m. Thursday. Nothing on Friday unless somebody wants to do something. Spaces again on Saturday. That's at 7:30 a.m. ST. All right, that's it. All right, cool, guys. Thanks for jumping in. Make sure you like the video. So, follow me on X. Follow the Grade 369 on X, and we'll see you guys in Telegram. If you have any questions, if you wake up tomorrow morning and you realize, I forgot to ask a question, just jump into Telegram. In the description, and you get stickers. Who didn't like stickers? I want a sticker. I don't have my coffee mug, but I'm going to stick a sticker on my coffee mug. I can't wait, man. See you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.